Hello guys! Time again to tie yet another classic salmon fly. So today we have a really nice pattern. It's gonna be really interesting to tie it. So yeah, enough talking. Let's begin. So let's start tying this lovely pattern. First of all, oval silver tinsel in the back. I'll go with the small. So let me attach that one. There we go. Then just going back with the thread. So go with 3 turns. Then just secure it. It's a bit cold here today, so I'm wearing more clothes than I normally use. And Adam, my God, such a nice guess. I thought nobody never would guess the right pattern. So this fly is for you, buddy. So when it's done, I'm gonna get your contact details and I'm gonna send it to you. There we go. So next step would be the silk. So let me just attach that one. There we go. So now I need to tie a nice fly since it's going to the subscriber Adam. So hopefully I managed to do that. You never know. Oh, I cut the thread. That's good. So, and just reattach it. Good start. So, tight wraps backwards. I think I'm gonna change shirt since I see now the picture quality is affected by me wrapping the thread around here. So I'm leveling up the body at the same time. Whoops. There we go. That's sufficient. Don't need more. But I think before I change, I'm gonna add the tail. Just securing the silky bit here. There we go. So I'm building up, making a good platform for the tail. There we go. That would be sufficient with the thread. So let me just add a little bit of wax. There we go. Here we have the tail. Let me see, it sits all right. I would say I just need to remove that fiber that don't want to be on the tail. There we go. So perfect, straight on. So I will just tie in the stem quite far, yeah, like that. There we go, and then just cut it off. And then I'm gonna change a shirt, and then we carry on. So back at the vise, so let's continue. We're gonna have ostrich herl. So let's tie that one in. And I have a waxed thread. Just to make sure it sits correctly. So let's see how it turns. There we go. So tight wraps with the ostrich herl. That would be sufficient, so I'm just tying in a few wraps with the thread, and then we can cut it off. There we go. Now we have a nice butt there. So next thing is flat tinsel and oval tinsel. Sorry for that. There we go. So I'm tying in the oval tinsel on the back of the hook. That would mean towards you guys, as you see. Then I get a good curve on the tinsel after the flat tinsel that we're gonna attach now. And that one I just tie on straight underneath the hook, moving it away, and then tie it in. There we go. So now we just need to add some black floss, or silk, sorry. And I'm gonna add just a section here of black. Then we're gonna tie in yellow cock hackle. That's gonna land on the second turn of the tinsel. So let's see if we can manage to do that. So I'm just tying in the silk. Just securing it with a few wraps with the thread, going back, and then we can cut that one part off. There we go. So the silk, same as always, tight wraps backwards. Now I'm at the same time kind of leveling the body. Just making sure it doesn't split that much, so I can control the amount of material I build up with. There we go. I think I go with one more here in the front. So just tying in the silk. There we go. Cut this piece off. Then we have the yellow cockhackle I prepared earlier. So first I'm just gonna wax the thread. And then let's tie it in. There you go. Now it's attached properly. So what I think I'm gonna do is to use some material. Let's see what I got. Nothing there. I'm gonna have a look in my silk box. Let's see what I got. Maybe I put it somewhere else. Then we have white. Oh, and there it is. So I'm gonna use that to build up the body a bit. And I prefer this color. It's like gold. Perfect when having black bodies. So I'm just gonna take a section here. So with this, it's 4 threads silk. And I think each thread is additional 2 strands. But it's great to build up bodies with. So let's start. And using this color you also can see if you put the black on tight enough, because you don't want to see any gold shining out of the black body. Go, and then forward again. Just making sure that all strands are untwisted, so to say, else it's gonna build up too much. And now we can tie it in. There we go. Now we can start with the black silk. It's really thin, so I'm gonna take quite a long section here. Hopefully that's gonna be sufficient. You never know. And then let's attach this one to the hook. I don't need that much space in the front, so it's just the front hackle and the wing, and that's basically it. There we go. So then I can carefully just wrap the silk, tight wraps backwards, then forward again. As you see, I missed a spot there, but I'm gonna cover it on my way back. It's a slow process, but I want to be careful because I'm sending this fly to Adam, as I mentioned. He gets the pattern on the community chat. I never thought anybody would be able to do that, but I'm very happy he did. Almost there. Now it's the silk starting to separate a bit. So then we need to be careful about yeah, how it doesn't cover the same surface anymore, so just need to keep that in mind. And then you can just tighten everything, and then it's back to a smooth thread again. So almost done. Just need to cover that last. There we go. Just a quick body. Let's cut off the silk and not the thread. Then it's time to apply the flat tinsel first. I carefully just gonna remove the fibers from the cock hackle so I don't tie them in by mistake. There we go. Then we have the oval tinsel to apply just behind the flat tinsel. And let's make sure that one looks okay as well. I'm just carefully using my nails to press it towards the flat tinsel. There we go. It's now when all the fun starts, adding hackle and front hackle, so the fly come together a bit. Yeah, not that bad. The tinsel is pretty straight on, I would say. So let's then add the body hackle, and that goes just next to just behind the oval silver tinsel. Then the stem gets some protection, and I just fold the fibers backwards. And then I just gonna use the rest in the front here. And since I'm tying on a large 5/0 hook from Graham that he made for me, I'm not going with J, so I'm gonna use guinea fowl instead. And I'm gonna show you some difference between premium feather and the one you get in a regular package. The premium you get when you buy a skin, it looks like this. It's just a small section of the bird or the feathers looking like this. It's a patch like 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter, and then you get the common one. So since this one is a bit short to become a front hackle on this hook size, I'm gonna go with a common one, because I want a bit longer hackle. And normally, if it was up to me, I would use capercaillie as front hackle. I love those feathers. But yeah, I'm gonna stick to the pattern this time. So if you find a fly that has capercaillie as front hackle, then most likely I have tied it. So there we go. Time for the fun. Folding the feathers backwards, as always. And then carefully just wrap it around the hook. And there we go. So just gonna tie in the stem there and secure it. And then wax the thread. Then I'm gonna start to prepare for the tippet. Gonna have tippet in between the wing. So same here, I'm building up a bit of foundation. And for once I actually had some proper food before tying flies, so I'm not low on sugar. So it's going to be easier to tie flies. So I'm just going to separate the front wing, giving room for that tippet. There we go. Gonna show you guys what I mean. So I'm making like a V, a passage for that tippet. So sorry about being quiet. I'm doing trying to concentrate a bit here. Now it's much better. So now we can start to use a bit of force. And there we go. Now it's where I want it, and it's gonna get a bit lower when we're adding the wing. There you go, guys. Pretty much straight on. So I'm just trying to take away the guinea fowl, so it's not in the way for the wing. Yeah, that's pretty decent, I would say. Yep. So now we have the magic moment. So Walter, make sure to look properly. We're gonna add the lovely wings that I created. The only thing that is the issue, I would say, is that I need to have my finger around the wing, so it's a bit hard to show. I might do a separate video adding cameras from all angles, and then I can swap between the footage. So you see I'm using that finger and the thumb, not the pointing finger, so to say. That gives you a better angle towards the wing. Then I'm carefully adding the thread and drop it down a bit. That's why I have a heavy bobbin holder. And then I just hump the feather, shaping a V. Then I'm adding a loose wrap of thread, and then I just continue to work on it. Hopefully that went well. I don't see until I release. And there we go. And that's the wing set. I would say it turned out quite nice. Quite good length. And it didn't turn, or it's the similar length. The only thing I could complain about is that it didn't compact 100% correct here, but overall it looks pretty good. And that side compacted perfect. Oh, we have a fiber here that it's not. I'm gonna sort that out. There we go. So now we have the good shape. It's not pressing down this one. You can see some air in it. I will say that turned out pretty well, not perfect. I'm still a bit rusty from the long break I had throughout the summer last year and autumn. But slowly getting there. I'm sorry about the mistake on the hackle on this side. I forgot to keep an eye on that, so that's completely my own fault. So, GC then, guys. Let me bring out a few necks. Let's see what I got. Yeah. Let's try that one. So first I'm gonna do GC on my side. I'm gonna prepare this one so we can tie them in at the same time. Need a sharp knife, eller scissor. This one even got the Swedish flag on. Got it from a subscriber. Really lovely scissor. Thank you so very much. And also have a curved one, as you can see, from Rob in Canada. So, then wax on. I just had like a ice in my heart, had to check, did I actually press record? Since I forgot that earlier, so lucky enough I didn't forget it. There we go. So then your side, guys, just gonna apply a bit more wax. If someone is making their own wax, black or just a regular transparent or wax color, let me know. I would like to buy some. There we go, and there we go. And I notice I have a fiber there from the GC. Let me know. I'm just gonna cut it off. There we go. So now it's time to start to remove things, since we just need to have a topping over. So I'm just carefully gonna remove the stems from the GC. And then we start to cut a few strands at a time from the wing. Oops. I think I'm gonna add herl to this one, a herl head. Before I hated herl heads, but now I love them. So it's gonna be not original 100%, but a black herl head compared to a varnished black herl head. I go with the herl head anytime. So just gonna make sure I cut a few more strands here, a bit shorter. And I'm gonna take a marker and just color the stem there, else it's gonna pop out. I don't like that. Yeah, so there we go, something like that. Bit more wax to the thread, as always. It's not even horns on this pattern, it's just fantastic. I love that. Now we are ready. And Adam, the hook is made by Graham Culley, just so you know that. Be careful with the hook point, it's super sharp. Else you can do some blood test. So let's see, toppings. Lucky me, I got plenty of big ones. So we're gonna tie in the topping. I did find a topping that is working. It's a bit soft stem and so on. So I'm gonna be a bit more careful adding it to the fly. There we go. Just gonna tie it in a few wraps with the thread. And cut off the stem somewhere there, and same here. Normally you can use varnish or whatever, but I'm doing this just so it's quick. Just a black marker, nothing strange. Then we're just gonna lift the topping in position. There it is. Herl head then. Let's wax the thread. So let's find a decent size herl. I have quite a big one. Let's try that one. So now I have a waxed foundation for the herl to climb on. Then I'm waxing the thread again, so I can tie it in and secure it. So let's see how this one turns. Of course not the way I want, so then I just re-tie it so it goes the other way. Just making sure you have a nice waxed foundation. And let's see how this one turns. Now it turns the way we want. And same here, you want to have tight wraps. I'm gonna try to get it to cover all the thread and so on. I don't want to have any major gaps. I think that will be sufficient. So I'm just walk over with the thread, trying not to tie in any of the herl, the strands or the fibers of the herl. It must be. So there we go. Just carefully tie it in, secure it. Now I didn't wax the thread, but it should have some wax on. So let me do that again with the well waxed thread. There we go. Adam, your fly is ready. Send your contact details on a private message to me, please, on Messenger or something. Oh, let's just change the camera here. Hello, guys. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and give this pattern a try yourself. It's a lovely pattern. On Saturday there is another live video as always. It's already scheduled, so you can just make sure to have a look and maybe add a notification if you want to see it. That's it for today, guys. Take care. Bye.